How's it going, everybody? It's Pandora. I'm back for another video, and this is one that's long overdue. This is the T49, the Tier 8 light American tank, and boy have I really come to love this tank. I've kind of come full circle with it. Not that I'm brilliant at playing it, but I've really come to actually improve how I play the tank. First and foremost, a big shout out to Martin Dogger, who brought some traffic my way for the Pantera Progetto video. I did get a few subscribers as well, so a massive thank you for that. I genuinely appreciate it. Back to the video. This tank, wow. I've got a fond, very, very fond of playing this tank. It's probably pound for pound, probably one of the most fun tanks to play in the game, but there is a learning curve with it. Today I just cracked over, I think it was 700 games played in this tank. There's a lot of painful games at the start where I did not know how to play this tank, and I was making a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I thought it's long overdue. I like playing this tank. It's the most fun for me, so I thought I'd do a video on it. Very, very expensive tank to run. I've got a premium account and you hemorrhage credits. If you're a free-to-play player, you probably won't be a fan of playing this tank because what it does to your cash balance after the games. You can see from my screen, I play this with 11 HE rounds. Your HE is your premium and 11 heat. I'm still coming to terms with when to use what shell. Majority of the time I fire premium, which is the HE, and boy does that put you back in terms of your bank balance. It costs 4,800 per shell, so you got to be hitting those shells and you have to be doing big damage. And just to briefly talk about the setup of the tank, there's nothing really worth talking about here. I do play with calibrated shells because I try to get the most out of my penetration values. Very low values when it comes to the heat and the HE pen, so the more the merrier. The one other call out I will make is between enhanced gun lane drive and supercharge. I tend to lead targets quite a bit when using HE, so that's why I try and get the most out of the shell velocity, so that's why I use the supercharge. Going to briefly talk about the tank then. In Armor Inspector, there's not really much to talk about. You're a light tank, you've got no armor, no spaced armor like the T92 or the Sheridan. You've got some spaced armor on the mantlet, but anything that shoots HE is going to penetrate you. So the moral of the story here is just don't get hit by anything. This is a little montage of clips that I'm going to call T49 shot tips. It's poetic. Lead your targets, anticipate where they're going to be, and just let the shell go. There we go. 850 hit points, thank you. Here's a stirring mill. Anticipate where he's going to be, letting the HE go. And you can see the shell velocity in that one. This one is with heat on another T49. This one surprised me. I didn't expect to get him really. Had to go anyway. Smacked him. Also, you've got a big aim time. So aim for your non-moving targets. This is a Super Persian hitting with HE for 750. This is another one on an AMX. Didn't have a lot of time to aim that one, but we got it. And this one here, I flanked the map. There's a there's a 112 glacial, tasty rear, letting one go with heat and setting him on fire. Yummy. Next tip really is just, it comes with experience. You learn to trust the gun. These are a number of snapshots that I've gotten into the habit of actually taking more times than not. They don't always go in. There's a shot on an Annie for 988 points. This one I shot today. I'm the last tank left on the field, and there's 3 after me. Let that one go. HE, taking him out. This one here is on a J-Pan 2. This is with heat. I've no right in getting that, but I do manage to sneak one in. Not a big roll. This is another one. Last tank left. T44. Goodbye. And also just with that territory as well. Don't expect them all to go in. Alright, Pandy, stop showing off. On to some gameplay. This is an encounter game on Normandy. It's a tier 8 game, exclusively tier 8. All tanks are tier 8, and we've spawned on the north side. Now, as a light tank, your role really, it doesn't differ from any other light tank. You should really be trying to spot the enemy, and trying to just give that information to your team where the reds are. Now, I've got this thing with this map. I tend to usually go up here. I used to go the other side, the right hand side. But with a light tank, I think it's important. It's important to be able to keep movement and keep momentum. And over this side of the map, I think you can actually do that. Now, it turns out that the reds are all going to the right-hand side of this map. Hindsight's a great thing. So I play this a little bit too passively at the start. There are two shots as well at the start of this game that are absolute cringe. You'll see them shortly. We've spotted up most of the tanks. So the penny drops here. I need to move in. I need to get closer to these reds. I'm playing the distance game. I'm just waiting to see if there's anything that shows here. There's nothing showing. Trying to see. There's two tanks at the back. Most of the tanks here are to my right. Just making sure that he's back far enough so I can't shoot him. Okay, that's fine. There's a shot here on the mill that I should have taken there. I didn't take, and then I take here anyway. Tragic, absolutely tragic, and we've lost a teammate. So that's probably my fault. I should have shot him when I should have shot him. Yeah, so I'm going to push in here. I need to start getting this going in the game. So I'm going to push in here. Here's another terrible shot. Letting it aim, but I hit a very expensive HE round into the wall. That's terrible. So I'm going to reload. When you're playing this tank, you learn to focus certain tanks. There's an RU down here. I do switch targets here. I was going to go for the Leva, but I go for the RU. There's a big round into the RU, and we take out the RU. So that's the good thing about a big alpha gun. We do lose another teammate. I am looking for my next target, and here he is. This is the Borsig. So we got the HE loaded, rolling in, getting really close to him, so I can't really miss. And we take him out of the game. And keeping the momentum going, I'm going to try and push into this guy, ram him, trying to take the tracks off his tank. And this is the thing with this tank. You're a T49. People can shoot you with HE. This guy just focuses me. He just sees me and just wants to shoot me. So that's fine. I've got cover here. There's a 252U who's going to take him out of the game. Hello. Bye-bye. Good team play there with the 252U. So it's 3 versus 3. I was going to say 4 versus 3, but it's 3 versus 3 at this point. There's a E75 TS. I want to take this guy out of the game because he's got some protective side armor. I need to get up close to this guy. I do get spotted. He's just shot. Switched to heat and put one through his turret. So it's 2-2. We did lose another teammate. And these are two tanks that I really don't want to be facing. We've got the Leva and the IS-3. So I bait a shot there from the Leva. It's gonna get to a point where I need to use my hit points here. My teammate here that's left is the IS-3. He's in the hills there. Now he's in a really bad position. I really need to get my shit together here. So I try and shoot the target there. That's just miserable, absolutely miserable. I should be getting closer really, but I was conscious that they couldn't see me. I'm using my camo, my light camo, to try and just surprise them really. So I get reloaded again. I'm gonna hit a shot here with HE on the Leva. It's not gonna penetrate, but I do some splash damage, and we do damage his engine as well. Most times I find myself making those kind of shots. You know you're not gonna pen, but you're gonna do some splash damage, and that's the advantage of using HE over heat. But I do take a shot there, put a shot into the rear of the Leva. I'm gonna keep the momentum going. Turn the turret off the IS-3 defender. He's looking at me. Lovely. My teammate can move in, maybe get some shots in. I'm waiting for the reload. I need to do that again. Try and take out this Leva. My IS-3 teammate is taking shots here. Push in, and we take out the Leva. So I am spotted. I want to reset my camo here at this point. Just checking to see if... Oh, yeah, he's looking at me. Clench your buttocks moment. The IS-3 is still on this hill. Now he's pushing down. I pushed the wrong button there by accident. I wanted him to hold, but I pressed attack as well. Now I want to set up a crossfire here. This tank is, again, he's looking at me. He should really focus on the IS-3. I have to use some hit points there. I do splash him and hit him with some damage. My IS-3 is still in the game. He's pushing on down. He's a little bit too aggressive here at this point, and he's a gunner. Yeah, he gets taken out. And then it's just me and the IS-3 defender. Now, this is the kind of matchup I don't want to take. I splashed him, hit him there with a shot, and I splashed him for some damage. We're up to 3k damage at this point. And now I'm going to start playing the distance game. I'm going to start using the natural ability of my tank, the on-the-move camo. So I get to reload. I'm going to go over here, knock down some trees, make him think that I'm going to the other side of the map, that I'm running like a coward. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to double back. There's a lovely little spot over here beside the bush. So we've reset our camo at this point. I'm going to use this bush and we're going to see if we can spot him. I have got heat loaded for this shot. So I'm going to peek out. I'm always careful trying that, because once he knows that he's spotted, he can always anticipate that I'm in this bush, but he doesn't know. And we smash him for 672. That's the shot I was looking for. Get him with heat. Very, very lucky. That's one of those shots that it's just pure RNG. So we've got the distance between us to allow for the reload here. I'm going to try the same thing again. I'm going to switch to HE to maybe splash him. That was optimistic. I got it over the wall, but I didn't get it past the rock. So yeah, they won't all go in. So very little time left here. We've got 25 seconds. I've got the HE loaded. We've just waiting for the reload. It's really a matter of fastest finger first. I'm trying to bake the shot here, seeing if he's going to shoot. He doesn't. I just go for it. I just go for it at the end. Yeah, just lucky in the end there. Splashing him with HE and taking him out. Not a bad game. I just find that the T49, it's very hard to do a lot of damage in. You have to know what shells to be firing. That game there, we get a first class top gun, 3.8k of damage, and minus 18,000 credits. Some very, very smart use of the HE there. Alright, and we're on to the second and final game. This is a game of supremacy. I'm platooning here with my clanmate JJ Murphy. And this is a tier 8, tier 9 game. This is New Bay. I'm not crazy about this map, to be honest. I know there's a medium route and a heavy meta that's developed. Meds tend to go up on these ramps here, these bridges, which kind of brings another dynamic into this map. For this one, I'm just going to push in here, just see what we can spot up, see if something shows up. We spotted up 3 of the tanks already. I've been spotted. I'm in the bush. Shoot the charioteer. We hit tracks there and we only do splash damage. So I'm on a long reload. I'm going to get the hell out of here. There's another tank, a T49, that's also showed up at the back of the map. So I want to relocate. That's a mistake, especially with JJ as well. He's also playing the T49. Now, he is going to get taken out fairly quickly here. He hasn't relocated. And yeah, we've lost him already. So now I need to change tactics. I need to try and help our heavies here. I'm going to push in here to the park area. There's a sheriff who's also with me here, the T26E5. There's a juicy waffin in the back there. I can put a shot into him. I need to be a little bit careful here with this auto aim. Now he's hiding behind the Tiger 2. I'm just going to wait for him to show. There he is. Hello. Put a lovely little shot into him. I'm going to reload. I'm just going to stick around here. We have got some protection for the Tiger 2 there as well. Going to reset camo and relocate. And the T26, the sheriff here, reads my mind as well. He's relocating. So he's going to push in here around this side here to the Waffenträger. I make a mistake here in hindsight. I go in through the park here and I'm going to shoot the Tiger 2 with HE, which is a really bad low roll. And it's a waste of a shot, really. So I should really be getting around to his side and then shooting into his side. But S.L.A.B, we're trying to work down the Waffenträger here at the moment. He is taking shots and I don't get the shot in there, but that's fine. I haven't shot that shot. I still have one in the cannon. I'm going to roll in around here. The Jagdtiger is doing a great job. Put a shot into the E75. His turret is turning. So is the Tiger 2. And here comes the lightweight. And this is the thing with the T49. People just want to shoot you. They will focus you. So the T54 lightweight is chasing me. Here is the T49. I'm going to ram him and put a shot into the back of him. I do take a shot there from the lightweight who's chasing me, but we have whittled that T49 down to one shot. There's the charioteer. He's not looking at me. We take out the T49. I'm going to go in and around through the park, switch to heat, and try and take out this Tiger 2. Lovely. We take him out. And then I'm going back in here. Now, we have got well, 3/4 of his hit points left on the Emil. Now, I'm pretty sure he's on a reload. So I'm going to wait for the reload here. The charioteer is looking at me. The Jagdtiger tries to ram him, reverse ram him, but we do take out the charioteer. The Emil, surely, yeah, he's firing shots now. Now, he's getting pushed by a teammate. And I don't know why I do this, but I try and block him. And I get credit for the kill. So we're up to 3 kills now at this point. 3 versus 1. We've got two caps. This is pretty much in the bag. We've got a lightweight, and I'm just gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait for my teammates to push in as well, and that's where I could come in, roll in, get the shot in, be a good light. Now I make a mistake here. The Jagdtiger is gonna push. I'm waiting for him. Wait for him. The mistake is I don't switch to heat. I should have switched to heat here. I was thinking maybe I might get one into his side, but we only do some splash damage. We get the high roll. Only 305 in that shot, but we get to take him out. We do track him. 4.1k of damage. We win the game. And we do get the ace. It's a supremacy ace. It's, yeah, very low there in terms of supremacy. We do get the high caliber medal. We do 4.1k. We do 12k credits. And we do 1.3k XP. So just happy to get the ace on that. It is a supremacy ace. I haven't yet got an encounter ace. But yeah, happy with that result. Alright guys, that is the T49. This for me, pound for pound, is probably the most fun and challenging tank at the same time. It's weird. I didn't say it during the video, but what I would actually recommend is go down another light line tank. If this is the first light tank line that you're playing, best of luck to you. It's a very, very challenging tank to get at the start. I wasn't comfortable with the HE and the heat, and I was switching the guns quite a bit. But for me, you kind of have to play the big gun. The appeal is in the big gun. You've got a big gun, high alpha, fast moving tank. The fun is in that. It's a bit of a shame that it loses a lot of credits playing this tank. I think it's one of those novelty tanks that Wargaming actually want people to have because it's a Tech 3 tank. I think they want you to have it. But it's similar to the RU-251. That's a very expensive, or was a very expensive tank to run before they made some changes. Not all free-to-play players will play this tank or will want this tank, but it's kind of a shame in a way because it's just a shame that you lose so many credits playing it. But for me, like pound for pound, like this is one of the most fun tanks to play. It really hones in and it really helps you learn how to play light tanks. But the key thing about this tank as well, and this is the OG tank when it comes to the T92 and the Sheridan. This was the tank that you have to stick to your light tank skills. You have to reset camo. You have to relocate as well. You can't sit on the same part of the map just shooting and sniping, and especially in this tank, you can't snipe in this tank. You really do have to stay mobile, get up close, gun and run. And that's what this tank is all about. That's what light tanks are all about. This is the T49. I would recommend getting it. If I can enrich this tank at a later point, I might enrich it, but I'm not going to do it for the full gold value. If there's a sale on enriching, I will definitely consider enriching this tank. Anyway, that is the T49. Hope you liked the video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.